The Sacramento Kings just gave the San Antonio Spurs a major boost by trading De'Aaron Fox. In his debut against the Atlanta Hawks, the one-time NBA All-Star proved just how valuable he is to this new-look Spurs team. Right from the opening minutes, De'Aaron Fox wasted no time making an impact. His first play, a well-timed assist to Devin Vassell, setting the tone for an aggressive offensive approach. Moments later, he confidently drilled a three-pointer, followed by another one from none other than Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio's starting backcourt featured a dynamic duo, Chris Paul and De'Aaron Fox, giving the Spurs an elite combination of experience and explosiveness. The game was only getting started, but Fox was already showing his comfort in the new system. By the 8-minute mark, Fox caught fire with back-to-back three-pointers, a promising sign for a player whose career three-point percentage has hovered around 33%. Could this trade help him elevate his shooting game to the next level? Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, Atlanta Hawks star Trae Young struggled early, scoring only one field goal for a mere 2 points as the first half approached. The moment Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox, and Victor Wembanyama sat out to rest, San Antonio's bench unit held their ground. The Spurs took full control of the game, extending their lead to double digits. At one point, their advantage ballooned to 17 points, showcasing just how deep and well-balanced this team has become. Every single starter for San Antonio had already knocked down at least one three-pointer, spreading the floor and overwhelming the Hawks' defense. Then came one of the highlights of the game, Fox soaring in for a fast break dunk, capitalizing on the Spurs' dominance in transition points. The chemistry between Fox and his former Sacramento Kings teammate Harrison Barnes was on full display, making the trade seem like a perfect fit. At the break, Fox had already racked up 18 points on an incredibly efficient 66% shooting in just 17 minutes. The Spurs were up big, leading 72-54. Another rising star making waves was Stephon Castle, who was proving why he's set to participate in this year's NBA Slam Dunk Contest. The excitement was building up, and the Spurs looked unstoppable. San Antonio picked up right where they left off, extending their lead to a game-high 20 points. But the Hawks, known for their resilience, started to fight back. Atlanta had already beaten the Cavaliers twice this season and handed the Celtics 2 tough losses, proving they were capable of big comebacks. With 3 minutes left in the third quarter, they had trimmed the lead down to just 5 points, 93-88. Heading into the final quarter, the Spurs had a narrow edge, and momentum was shifting. Devin Vassell delivered a solid performance with 20 points and 4 steals while shooting 52% from the field. However, Atlanta refused to go away. Then came the marquee matchup, Victor Wembanyama versus Zachariah Risacher, the #1 pick in this year's draft. It was a battle of future superstars, each trying to prove themselves in a high-stakes game. Trae Young, despite a rough shooting night, had already tallied 20 points and a double-double. However, his 9 turnovers were costly. Fox, on the other hand, also secured a double-double, but his impact wasn't limited to offense. His lockdown defense against Dyson Daniels resulted in a crucial turnover. Wembanyama showed off his versatility, nailing a clutch fadeaway baseline jumper, bringing his total to 21 points. But the Hawks weren't finished. With 4 minutes remaining, Trae Young buried a much-needed step-back three-pointer, bringing the score to 118-114. Moments later, Chris Paul answered with a huge three of his own, extending the lead to 123-116. The game reached its climax in the final minute. With just 49 seconds left, DeAndre Hunter drilled a clutch three-pointer, cutting the lead to 123-121. Then, Trae Young drew a foul and coolly knocked down both free throws, tying the game at 123 with mere seconds remaining. Fox had a chance to deliver the dagger, but he missed a clutch dunk attempt. Luckily for the Spurs, Wembanyama was there for the putback slam, putting them up 125-123. With one final possession, Trae Young attempted a floater to send the game into overtime, but it just wouldn't fall. Wembanyama was fouled on the rebound, sank both free throws, and sealed a thrilling 127-123 victory for the Spurs. In another shocking move, Jimmy Butler has officially been traded from the Miami Heat to the Golden State Warriors. Just days after stating he wouldn't sign an extension with the Heat, Butler now finds himself in the Bay Area. According to ESPN, Butler declined his player option and instead signed a 2-year contract extension worth a massive $121 million. This move not only gives the Warriors another superstar, but also reshapes the balance of power in the Western Conference. As part of the trade, Dennis Schroeder heads to the Utah Jazz, Kyle Anderson joins the Toronto Raptors, and PJ Tucker makes a return to the Miami Heat. Meanwhile, Miami acquires Andrew Wiggins and a protected first-round pick from Golden State. This blockbuster trade raises many questions. Can Butler help the Warriors reclaim their dynasty status? How will Miami adjust without him? One thing's for sure. The NBA landscape just got a whole lot more interesting. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting NBA updates. Stay tuned for the latest trades, game highlights, and in-depth analysis. See you in the next video.